I have plantar fasciitis. How do I work out without hurting myself? This is JJ Virgin, 4-time New York Times bestselling author, celebrity nutrition expert, and fitness Hall of Famer. I've been on a lifelong quest for answers to the toughest health questions. And now I'm sharing what I found with you. Welcome to Ask the Health Expert. Nancy Gilbert from Instagram asks, I'm 72 years old and I have plantar fasciitis. How do I work out without hurting my body? I'm 72 with a small frame, but I'm always hurting something when I exercise. I've had plantar fasciitis and my feet are tender. I've always exercised, but not as much lately. I'm only 128 pounds, but I would like to get my body fat down. My scale says I have 31.5 to 33% body fat. Hey, it's JJ, and I have thyroid exercise expert Dr. Emily Kiberd here with me to answer this question. She's a New York City chiropractor, a strength enthusiast, and a mama to Elvis and baby Brooklyn, and she helps women struggling with Hashimoto's learn how to work out without burning out. With using her own program, Thyroid Strong, and making lifestyle changes, she has put her Hashimoto's into remission. And fun fact, Emily used to work for bear management in Yellowstone National Park. Yep, bear management. What the heck is that, Emily? All right, she'll be right back with the answer, so stay with me.
So my best recommendation would be to do some strength training, doing functional strength movements, moves that have carryover and make us better at the rest of life. So oftentimes as we age, and if we've been wearing shoes for many years, like we do in our society, we don't go barefoot that much, maybe just in our house, especially for the women who are wearing heels often. I got rid of all my heels many years ago. My husband does not like that, but I want to save my feet. So if we've been wearing shoes, if we've been wearing heels, our feet will not fully feel the ground. So those proprioceptive fibers in our feet, which are the fibers that tell our body where we are in time and space. When we stuff our feet in shoes, those proprioceptive fibers will be in less density. They'll be diminished. So as we're walking through the world, we will feel like we just can't feel the ground. Another thing that this also happens when we wear shoes that have lots of cushion, like really cushioned running shoes. And that will lead to plantar fasciitis or your feet being always tender. It's almost like the feet are trying to grip the ground or they're really stiff because we can't feel the floor. Or, another reason is like our core is not engaging well. So for someone who has plantar fasciitis, as they're aging, they've always exercised, but not much lately, I would just start to get the body moving. And especially if the focus is to get the body fat down, you have to stimulate the muscle, right? And stimulating the muscle, I wish it was through just walking, running, some rowing, but it has to be picking up a heavy weight, moving that weight with good form, putting it back down and doing it again. That is stimulating the muscle. It's great for core strength. And it's great for teaching the body how to engage the legs from the feet up. So if you ever done a deadlift, for example, the people who deadlift really heavy know how to foot dial. If you haven't heard of foot dialing, if you just stand with your feet like hip width, toes turned out to like 1 and 11 o'clock. And you picture like you're squeezing your heels towards one another as if you're like screwing or dialing your foot into the floor. You'll feel your tailbone tuck and your glute squeeze. For people with really high arches, that's a hard one. That's a hard cue. A better cue would be to spread the floor with your pinky toes. Creates the same action. So if you do this while you're deadlifting, you will feel this tension from the feet, up the legs, into the glutes, creating this tension through the legs. And then you release, right? So things like that, like a standing foot dial, moving weight, like doing a deadlift, working on releasing the feet to help with the plantar fasciitis, will be a very good starting point. And especially if you want the body fat to come down, you have to move load and you have to stimulate the muscle.
This is JJ with Ask the Health Expert. I do this 5 times a week, so make sure you never miss a show by going to subscribetojj.com.